The universe has a balance. You know, gay is not I tell people there's not a gay gene in your body. You see how some people can go to jail and just because it's all about physical touch and pleasure. See what I'm saying? Sex and all that was demonized. Sex was for bonding and for pleasure. It didn't have anything to do with whether it was a man or a woman. You got told you was a man or woman when you were here. You know, you didn't know shit about being a man or a woman. You just here. Your mom gave birth to you and you just grew up. And as you grew up, oh, I learned that I'm a man. Oh, so that's a woman. Oh, we're not supposed to wear their clothes. They're not supposed to wear our clothes. And everything is about restriction. Everything is about rules. Everything is about a slap on your hand in a world where you're supposed to be free to express. So world, life is a life with no life at all,
Right.
basically.
And there's a lot of fear in it, like you said.
Yeah. And so no, I don't believe that, you know. I think there are men out there who they respect differences. You know, they understand, hey, truth is stranger than fiction in this earth, you know. They understand that people are just genuinely who they are. But it takes a man knowing himself to be able to respect that difference in someone else, to be able to understand that, hey, this person deserves the right to love freely.
Right.
How is it that I can love freely but they can't? So, of course, that's why you will get, you know, a fight. That's why the community feels like they have to rage for their rights. They have to fight for a place. And you already got a place. The place you need to find is within you. I don't need to come out and fight the world or make a big ruckus about accepting me and loving me. Everybody else does theirs freely, or as free as they can do it, you know, without having to hide this aspect of themselves. When you have to hide who you are, would you feel comfortable around a person who can't be their true authentic self with you? Of course not. So it causes everybody's paranoid of each other. Everybody's worried about being around. You know, who's going to see me with this person? Who's going to see, what are they going to think of me? When you got a guy who's strong in himself and powerful in his belief, to me, that is the most attractive man, to me. I'm more attracted to intellect. You know what I'm saying? An intellectual mind is the most beautiful thing to me.
Right.
And a person who knows themselves inward and out. As above, so below, as without, so within.
I think,
Secure.
you know, speaking in that aspect, I think people are our biggest enemy. You feel what I'm saying? And when I say that, because people will try to judge you off of who you are and who you come as. Speaking of that, because I simply say it because, you know, when I was coming up, I was the loving, funny, used to be really funny, goofy, very goofy. And, you know, a lot of people used to always get on to me like, hey, man, why you so goofy, this, that. And by me hearing that so much, I actually, it took a part of me away from me. Like, I wasn't myself. I can't really express and be myself how I really want to be because I'm afraid somebody going to feel like I'm too goofy or I'm too free living. You feel
You
what
don't
I'm saying?
fit the status quo of what a black man should be.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, it came upon a time where I felt like I had to be serious all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't be myself. Like, that's why I don't like to be around people that I'm not comfortable around. If I can't be myself around you, I don't care what you believe in. I don't care what you like, you know, to each your own. I just feel like I should be able to be myself and you should be able to be yourself when you around me or when I'm around you. You feel me? So that's why I say, like, people can be we are our own.
Yeah, you know, I feel like I tell people all the time, if a person thinks that you're too much, I'm not what you think of me. You are what you think of me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
We are just mirrors of each other. If a person feels like a person is too much, then you're not enough. What are you hiding in you?
Right.
You know, that you have to point out every flaw in me. You know? When you're overly concerned about another, that means you're not taking enough time to be concerned with you.
Right.
And getting on there, you say you were, what is your zodiac sign? You don't mind me asking.
A Gemini.
Oh, the Gemini. The communicator.
The one that y'all, you can say that.
Ruled by Mercury. The communicator. The one who teaches and the one who learns.
Right.
The one who governs the two minds to get understanding. Tupac was a Gemini, a prophet.
Right. That's my
For
guy.
his time. Yeah. And people turn him into a revolutionary, you know. But the Gemini is a very eccentric type person. They don't ball up too easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're wind, they're air. You don't tell the wind which way to blow.
Right.
And Geminis, they work very well with Leos because they represent the air and I represent the fire. We're all about elements.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about in cultural, you know, backgrounds, respecting the element of everybody.
Right.
You know, Scorpio rules water. He rules death and rebirth and also sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
All of those, you know, we got our different parts to play. And it was all about balancing elements. That is all it's about. We're nothing but pure science.
Mm-hmm.
Science. That is what we are. But we've come into a place where we've allowed ourselves to be labeled as LGBTQ, thug, nigga, you know, so many other things, you know. 100 A and nigga, 100, you know, all kinds of stuff. But I don't kick people for where they are, like I say. Through filling that character out, you will find yourself. Everybody want to talk about drag, we're all in drag. Everybody puts their drag on every day. You become who they are. But who's actually being authentically who they are, or who's just covering up,
Right.
you know, for the sake of appeasing the world. You're trying to appease a bunch of people who are not even appeased in themselves,
Mm-hmm.
who don't even know what it means to even love them first, to even understand a itty bit of you, you know?
Right.
So why do you care? You can't care. I told them learning to give a damn is a power like no other.
Mm-hmm.
It takes boldness to stand aside. I ain't just talking about being a gay person. It takes boldness to just be shit who you are. It takes boldness to be the Colonel, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
It takes boldness to be deleted or repeated.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's probably people who naysay and speak down on it. But this is also the era to jump into your creativity.
Right.
This is the era to jump in your power. We are in the year 2024. 2024 is the year of 8. This is the year of success.
Mm-hmm.
Success in what you choose to do. And your greatest success comes from you stepping out, doing you in the age of I know. You must know who you are
Mm-hmm.
in order to be granted that power. The universe is looking for leaders. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People who will lead with their heart. And that's why all these things now are of such great concern now, you know, your sexuality. If you want to believe and stay in that belief mentality of what you think you know about people, you know, you're welcome to stay in that place. But I'd rather ride the wave of the 8.
Right.
And say that 8, this thing is like it is up top as it is below, as above, so below. You must be secure from here to here.
Right.
And that is what this time is about. And like I said, I really do appreciate you because not too many people are, you know, willing to ask these questions.
Mm-hmm.
Not too many people are willing to ask the question that we know everybody is really asking.
Right.
You know, but nobody is bold enough to speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to you. Hats off to you for that, for real.
Man, I appreciate you, and I really do like all your terminologies. You know, especially the you don't tell the wind which way to blow, man.
That's right.
I am definitely gonna use that. You know, especially when my girl comes to me and be like, "Hey, where you finna go? You don't tell the wind which way to blow." You feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
So,
but
yeah.
you know, you got other signs in you too. You know, people just get stuck on your Gemini. Your Gemini is just your sun sign. That's your outward self. That's who you are outward. You know, your outward appearance. You got a moon sign. The moon determines who you are when you are alone.
Mm-hmm.
How you truly feel when you are alone.
Right.
Then you have your rising sign. That determines the spiritual gate that you came through.
Mm-hmm.
You got your Venus. Venus determines how you love. You see what I'm saying? What kind of love you came to give and what kind of love you need.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many facets to us, but when you've been taught you're just one thing, you don't learn all these things. You see these superhero movies they show you, that's only you they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They even do it with horror. Horror movies, everything is frightening us. Freddy Krueger. I can go there. I love Freddy Krueger. I was afraid of him, but you got to think about how does he spread? Motherfucker have a dream,
Mm-hmm.
and then he comes to school. I had a dream. This man, he had claws, and everybody's looking like. And next thing you know, now you're having that dream.
Right.
You lit that thing up like fire. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When truly he represents you. Your heart is a beast.
Right.
Your heart is a monster. And how do you, if a man, you know, sleep, he loses his vision. A man that doesn't awaken, he'll perish.
Mm-hmm.
He has no foresight. He has no thought of himself. And that's just simply what that represents. You get caught slipping in your sleep, and you die on your purpose.
Right.
Everything is always back to us. We've gotten entertained by a world who keeps us entertained when we're the one who makes it move. Like I said, if everybody decided tomorrow I'm not going to work, what you think the government gonna do? They're gonna be ready to meet your demands. So they want to keep you boggled up with sexuality, with all of these things when the universe has already said, hey, we are the all. You are everything and nothing all at once. It's when you become something, it's when you have a problem. When you begin to identify as a gay person. Can you just go out and just spot everybody that you think is gay? Not necessarily gay. See what I'm saying? When you take that as who you are, then you put yourself under that scrutiny.
Right.
I don't label myself. I don't put myself in a box. Came to get out of the box, not to get in it.